Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Brain, the place where you can relax, listen, and grow your English step by step.
Hi, friends. Today we're talking about a big question. How do native speakers talk at work, in real life, in real conversations?
Maybe you know this feeling. You can write simple English. You can understand some English.
But in readings or at work, people speak fast. They use short phrases. And you think, wait, what does that mean?
Or you want to speak, but you worry your English will sound too direct, too simple, or not professional.
If that is you, you are not alone. This is very normal for A2, B1 learners.
Here is the promise of today's lesson. You do not need big business English.
You need everyday professional English, short, polite, clear phrases that native speakers use again and again.
And in a minute, we'll share a simple trick that can change how you feel about speaking at work.
Stay with us because this lesson can make your future English self calmer in meetings and faster in emails.
Let's start with the main idea. Native speakers at work often sound relaxed because they use simple templates.
Templates are short phrases they repeat, not new sentences every time. That's the secret.
And the language is usually polite but not complicated.
Yes, clear and respectful. That's professional.
Now here is the simple trick. Ready?
The trick is when you don't know what to say, use a buffer phrase first.
A buffer phrase gives you time. It helps you sound calm.
For example, good question. Let me check. Just a moment. I'm not sure yet.
These are normal native speaker phrases.
They are not advanced, they are just useful.
Now, let's explain the main concept more clearly. Native speakers at work do three things.
1. They keep sentences short. 2. They use polite softeners. 3. They confirm and clarify often.
Let's take them one by one.
First, short sentences.
Instead of long sentences, they say, "Sounds good. I agree. Let's do it. That works."
Or, I'll take a look. I'll send it today. I'll get back to you.
Second, softeners. This means making your sentence polite and not too strong.
Softeners include just, a bit, maybe, kind of, I think, would you mind?
For example, instead of "send me the file," they say, "Could you send me the file, please?"
Or, can you send it when you have a moment? That sounds more friendly.
Third, confirm and clarify. Native speakers do this a lot because work needs accuracy.
Yes, they say, just to confirm. So we're saying, let me make sure I understand.
Great. Now we'll move into techniques and examples with mini conversations.
We'll do common work situations, greetings, small talk, tasks, questions, meetings, problems, and endings.
Situation 1. Arriving at work or joining a call.
Native speakers often start simple.
Morning.
Morning, how's it going?
Good, thanks. You?
Not bad, busy day.
Notice short, friendly, not too personal.
Yes, at work, small talk is often light and quick.
Another common small talk line is, "How was your weekend?"
And the simple answer is, it was good, pretty quiet.
Or, "It was nice. I just relaxed."
Just is a softener. It makes you sound natural.
Micro challenge number 1.
Now you try. Say two short work small talk sentences out loud.
Sentence 1. I'm good, thanks.
Sentence 2. Busy day today.
If you want, change them to fit your life, like, "I'm a bit tired today," or "It's a busy week."
Situation 2. Asking for help at work. Many learners sound too direct because they translate from their language.
Native speakers often use, "Could you help me with this?" Or, do you have a minute?
Or, when you have a moment, could you take a look? That phrase is gold. It is polite and common.
Let's do a mini dialogue.
Okay,
Hey, do you have a minute?
sure, what's up?
I'm not sure about this file. Could you take a quick look?
Yeah, no problem. Send it to me.
Thanks, I really appreciate it.
Anytime.
Notice what's up. It means what is the problem or what do you need? And no problem and anytime are friendly, normal replies.
Situation 3, giving updates. At work, updates are very common. People want to know progress.
Native speakers often say, quick update, or just to keep you posted.
Or, here's where we are.
Simple, clear, and structured.
Example update. Quick update. I finished the first part. I'm working on the second part now.
Very clear, two short sentences.
Another example. Just to keep you posted, the client approved the design.
That phrase sounds very natural in work English.
Situation 4. Saying you don't know in a professional way.
This is important because sometimes learners feel pressure to answer fast.
But native speakers say, I don't know, too. They just say it politely.
For example, I'm not sure, but I can check.
Or, good question. Let me get back to you.
Or, I don't have that info right now.
Let's do a mini dialogue in a meeting.
Great. Do we have the final numbers for this month?
Good question. I don't have them in front of me, but I can send them after the meeting.
Perfect. Thank you.
No problem.
Notice how this gives a solution, not just, I don't know.
Exactly. At work, the magic is problem plus next step.
Micro challenge number 3.
Now you try. Now you try. Say one professional, I don't know sentence.
Choose 1. I'm not sure, but I can check.
Or, let me get back to you.
Say it slowly and clearly.
Your future English self will thank you for practicing this.
Situation 5. Disagreeing politely.
Many learners think disagreeing is rude, so they stay silent.
But work needs honest opinions. Native speakers disagree softly.
They say, I see your point, but,
Or, I'm not sure that will work.
or maybe we can try another option.
Let's do a mini dialogue.
Okay,
I think we should finish everything today.
I see your point, but I'm not sure we have enough time. Maybe we can finish the main part today and the rest tomorrow.
That makes sense.
Great.
Notice how I see your point is respectful.
And maybe makes the sentence softer.
Situation 6. Clarifying tasks and deadlines.
This is where mistakes can be expensive, so clarity is professional.
Native speakers use phrases like just to confirm.
So the deadline is Friday.
Can we agree on?
Do you want this by Friday?
Mini dialogue.
Let's do it.
Just to confirm, you want the report by Friday, right?
Yes, by Friday morning if possible.
Got it. I'll send it Thursday evening.
Perfect. Thanks.
Got it means I understand. It's common at work.
And if possible is another softener.
Situation 7. Ending a meeting.
Native speakers like clear endings and next actions.
They say, all right, let's wrap up.
Next steps are,
Thanks, everyone.
I'll send a quick summary.
Short, clear, and calm.
Yes, no drama, just structure.
Now, quick mindset segment.
If your English is not fast at work yet, that is normal.
Work English is hard because you have pressure, time, and people listening.
And you are also thinking about your job, not only English.
So be kind to yourself.
Your goal is not to speak like a native speaker. Your goal is to be clear and professional.
Remember the templates idea.
Native speakers sound fluent because they reuse the same phrases all the time.
You can do that too.
You are building your future English self with small repetition.
Now let's give a simple routine for the next 7 days. This routine is short and realistic.
Day 1. Choose 3 phrases you like from today. Write them in a notebook.
Day 2, say them out loud 5 times each.
Day 3. Use one phrase in an email or message.
Day 4, use one phrase in a meeting, even a small one, like just to confirm.
Day 5. Practice buffer phrases for when you feel stressed.
Like, good question, let me check, I'll get back to you.
Day 6. Listen to one short work conversation online and notice repeated phrases.
Day 7, record your voice for 1 minute using a mini meeting script. Greeting, update, question. Small steps, big results over time.
That's how your English brain grows.
Micro challenge number 3.
Now you try. Imagine tomorrow you have a meeting. Say these 3 lines out loud.
Hi everyone, thanks for joining.
Quick update. I'm working on it.
Just to confirm, the deadline is Friday.
If you can say these, you can survive many meetings.
Now it's time for the question of the day.
Which work situation is hardest for you in English? Emails, meetings, or small talk?
Write your answer in the comments and write one sentence you want to say at work.
For example, I'm not sure, but I can check. Or, could you send it when you have a moment?
If this lesson helped you, please like the video and subscribe to the English Brain.
And share it with a friend or coworker who wants calmer, clearer work English.
Thank you for learning with us today.
Keep it simple, keep it professional, and keep going step by step.